You should get a message
Right.
saying it in recording. Okay.
Sure. So again, I just want to welcome everyone and also extend my gratitude for the support that I've been receiving from each and every one of you in your own little way so that I can kind of move us along and to continue to build and grow this sisterhood that we are all part of. We did book a conference room, as you saw in one of your earlier emails, for the South Bowie Library for us to meet there in person and also to Zoom from there so we could have hybrid sessions for those who can't attend or couldn't attend in person. But as of today, earlier this afternoon, it's only 5 of us that are available to participate via only 3 of us, I'm sorry, we're going to be able to be in person, and everyone else said they would have to participate via Zoom. The last person was Sharon. Sharon sent me an email just about 30 minutes ago, apologizing that she couldn't get on Zoom at all because she also has a board meeting that she has to attend. It is my hope, though, that as we move forward, we're able to meet in person because there is so much that you can say about the human connection. As a sisterhood, if we're not getting a chance to meet in person, it's challenging to continue, with our meetings. So I would love for us to be able to meet in person. And we could talk more about the time, and we could talk more about the venue if we want to change to every other month in person or something or that. But if we can try our best to have a few meetings in person, it will be very beneficial to us. And I was just talking, hoping that I see Renee join us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see her yet.
She hasn't come in
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
She's
So, right.
transporting children, so it'll take
Yeah,
a
no.
moment.
Yeah, she's probably gonna join once she get in the house. So yeah, I understand that. I'm gonna give a little bit about the leadership conference that we attended this weekend, and I'm gonna ask Carmela to jump in and give her feedback and her thoughts. A contingent of sisters were unable to attend from Eastern Shore because of the weather. The leadership conference did go on as planned, and we all had a chance to fellowship with each other. Carmela had a sales table that sold the postcards that her niece created and has been doing for quite some time for us, and made some money, I should say, by selling those cards for our treasury. So I know Carmela can share more about that.
Yeah,
All other topics and sessions were very beneficial, especially for leadership. The pearls, those who earned 6 and 7 pearls were announced. Unfortunately, we have to do some work to be able to earn those pearls next year, and I know we will. The changes that were made in governance was shared with us by Ellen Broderick, and all other updates we will provide you with in the documentation, the material that we received from this session. Anything to add to that?
Yeah. Well, okay. What I want to do is just tell her that this weekend, we sold the cards. All I do is we had paid for these cards a long time ago, so we have them. So I bought them out and sold them. And I sold $114 worth of cards. Cards. I was hoping we were going to meet in person, and Angelique would be there, so I could give her the checks. So I'm gonna have to mail them to her. So I have checks, so that gets added to our treasury, the $114. So which was a nice surprise.
And that was awesome because, like I said, there were many sisters from other chapters that didn't make it because of the weather. I participated, I could only speak for a session that I participated, an interactive session. And that was the session on the pilgrimage, the El Camino pilgrimage to San Diego's in Spain. One of the sisters from another chapter participated in that pilgrimage this summer, sadly after the death of her mom. And it was very, very moving as she shared her journey and the experience and the clips from her journey, and referenced a movie called The Way. I don't know how many of you have seen The Way, but referenced The Way, that is really a chronicle or chronicles the pilgrimage, the El Camino pilgrimage in Spain. And I came home Saturday night, and my family and I looked at El Camino, looked at The Way, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very moving. There were so many life lessons that came out of it. As a matter of fact, I sent an email out to everyone. Carmela, I don't know if you saw that email.
Yeah, I did. I saw it.
I sent an email giving my little 2 cents on my experience looking at it. It really helps you to do some reflection on your life and how you view yourself in your life and others, and the things that are most important. So when you guys get a chance, go, if you have Amazon Prime, it's on Amazon Prime. Go, or I think, is it on Netflix? It may be on Netflix too, but Amazon Prime, and look at the movie called The Way, and you will be moved by
Yeah,
it.
that was done by Carmen Bellinger from I think Beta from
Yeah,
Charles
Carmen
County,
Ballinger from Beta.
from Charles County.
Yeah.
I attended because I do the photography, I went to all three sessions, but one of the sessions I have the directions for. We can consider doing what they did. There are no sew pillowcases that they make
Mhm.
for pediatrics, for kids that are at NIH going through cancer treatment.
Mhm.
So and what they do is they buy fleece like from Joann's, and then they
Mhm.
cut them. They cut them, and then they cut the sides, and so you tie. I don't know if you ever seen them. They tie the sides. They knot the sides. Anyway, they make them and they give them to the kids who they give them to the children at NIH who are like staying like at like Ronald. I think she said they stay at Ronald McDonald's house with their families while they're going through cancer treatment.
Mhm.
Like there for like chemo and stuff. And she
Mhm.
says the kids they give them to the hospital, and they said they get letters saying that the kids carry them around. It was like every time they go to the hospital, they take their pillow with them. They just make the cover and they give them to them, and then they're at the hospital. They put the hospital pillow into the cover, and if
Mhm.
they're felt. So that's
Mhm.
something we could consider
Good
doing something like
project.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
we only had a choice of one session because the conference came to an early end due to the impending storm and the travel concerns for a lot of people who had to get home. Hi, Angelique, welcome. I know you joining. Are you in the classroom?
I just got home from work, so
Oh,
I'm about to
okay,
walk
great.
in the door and
Okay,
walk the dog. So
okay. Quickly, I just wanted
Carmela,
to.
excuse me, Carmela, this is Rocio. Can you
Yeah,
add my
Rocio.
name to?
Hi,
Hi,
Rocio.
everybody.
I
hello.
see
Carmela,
you on twice.
huh?
I see you on twice.
You see me on twice?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I just want Carmela to add my name to the
Oh,
list.
I was just adding it as you speak.
Okay,
And I'm going to
I'm
add
sorry. Go ahead.
Angelique's on there too.
Okay, great. Thank you guys for joining us. One of the things I want to spend more than a minute or two going over, and that is the CNA. As you recall, back in May, we completed our CNA and sent it off in June. We were like 7 or 8 months late, but we did it anyway. And we did a reflection that was due then at the time. I want us to circle back to do a review, and I'm going to change documents on the screen right now so you could see it. Okay, it is not. Can you guys see my screen? Or are you just
Uh-huh.
seeing
We see you.
me?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, here we go. Can you see now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So if you recall, we did 3 goals. The first one was refine governance, was under the state recommended goal, and that is refine governance and communication. Remember, they gave some examples. We selected, just scroll down. We selected 2 of them, and we kind of collapsed all the things that we thought we need to work on into 2. The first one was under refined governance and communication. Let me see if I could make this larger for you. Oops, sorry. A little bigger. Oh, no, you can't, it's not all there. So gotta bring it in, so. Okay, can you see? Is that
Uh-huh.
good enough? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. So the first one says ADA's executive board will communicate with all members, including former, present, and future members by utilizing emails, text messages, note cards twice monthly. In terms of the frequency of communication, wouldn't you say that we have been communicating more than once or twice a month to each and everyone
Yes,
via emails?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, one thing that I want to do a little differently, and I did reach out to Angelique to get a list of the addresses for past members. I also reached out to Gail to get Joanne Rose the family's contact information so that I can send them things that they can share. I created a postcard with the picture that Carmela took of the summer gathering and put a note on the back, but I haven't sent it out because I don't have the address.
Okay.
I
and
have Joanne's address.
Okay, so thanks, Angelique, if you could send that for me. And what about, what's the other person, Mackenzie?
I have her address as well
Yes,
because she's still financial.
yes, correct.
Okay, all right.
So when I think about past or people who are unable to attend our meetings and fellowship with us, I think about them because I know they would love to see, what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, just to let you know, Gail texted me earlier to tell me that she was in court, just to let you know.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
okay, okay, good. Maybe that's why she didn't respond.
yeah, that she was unable to get to the meeting, all right.
So, to answer this question and this reflection quickly, the question in the first column says, what progress has been made? How do you want us to fill that column in for our update?
Repeat the question again?
What progress has been made for this particular goal for communication? What progress? How would you state?
I would just say increased, communication by email and Zoom.
Okay. Can you capture that in the notes, please, Carmela?
Yeah, I will, okay.
Mhm. The next column, the next question is, Does the chapter need to pay more attention to the goal? Why or why not? I will say yes, so that we to be inclusive of all members, present, past, inactive, is that how we want to say it? Present, inactive.
Just say
How do you want us to say the
current, not
ones who-
present, current.
Oh,
Current,
current,
current active and inactive members.
and inactive members, okay. Okay. All righty, the next one, does the chapter need to adjust the goal or adjust how we are approaching it? No, I don't think so. In the chapter, if the chapter has already met the goal, what might you do to achieve it again, or how might you work to maintain it? I wouldn't say that we have truly completely met the goal, because we're still trying to include everyone that we can in our communication. This continues to be a work in progress.
Yeah, so just put that down. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
And we also, I just noticed here, and I'm gonna go back and, and add a word that was left out here. No one caught it. Promote benefits of ADK and increase membership. That somehow that got left out, but this is the goal about membership. Use marketing tools to promote ADA chapter service activities such as National Education Week, Teacher Appreciation Week, School Supplies Drive, etc., Founders Day, Membership Showcase, sorority meetings, etc. So I know that both Carmela and Angelique have done some things in that regard. Carmela, you add, or is it Renee that added something to Facebook?
I think Renee did that. I haven't done anything yet. I
Okay.
will.
Yeah,
but
and I remember receiving something from you, Angelique, something for Facebook.
Yeah, I created a ADK ETA page. We can use that or add that to the communications part.
Okay, that's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
for both parts, because I think that's both supportive to communication and membership.
So Angelique, so if I want to join the group, I just look for what am I looking for? What's the exact name?
I believe it's Alpha Delta Kappa Eta chapter, but I invited you,
Okay.
Carmela, because we are friends on Facebook.
Okay, so I have to go. I'll look. Okay. I just want to put it in the notes. That's what I want to do. Alpha Delta.
Would it be helpful, Angelique, if you check to ensure that you invite everyone?
But
Whether they're
I can't invite if I'm not friends with them
If not
already.
friends with them.
Oh, okay, so we would need to friend you, or you need to friend us,
Okay.
one of the two.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look on Facebook right now.
Okay.
Okay. So
As soon as I get in the house and get settled, I can also take a look.
Okay, great.
I mean, you can even give that to me later. I just want to
Mhm.
put it in the notes. Okay.
Does the chapter need to pay more attention to the goal? Why or why not?
For
At this
membership,
stage, I would
yes.
say we continue to work on the goals the way we are working on a goal.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say more or less attention at this point. We just continue to have it as a focus.
Well, I think the membership is the main focus.
Right, I just continue to have it as a focus. Does the chapter need to adjust the goal or just so we are approaching the goal? My answer to that is no. What do you guys think?
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Okay. If the chapter has already met the goal, what might you do to achieve it again? We have not met the goal just yet.
No,
Just
Do
skip
we have
that.
a goal for membership? Or our goal is just to increase?
The goal is to increase membership, period.
Okay. So if we
And
just get
so-
one person, that we met the goal.
Right.
so what's being done to do that? I don't remember. a
Well,
plan.
we had listed, and I'm going to turn it over to Angelique in a second.
Okay,
In that regard, for that one item, we had, from our last note, you will see we had come up with a number of ideas which we were going to move forward on, and Angelique has already done some movement in that direction, meaning that she has followed up with identifying 2 brand new teachers at her school that may have very special needs for support that we can provide in the form of a care package or care basket. The items that they just don't get, they get all kinds of things, but then there's certain things as a new teacher you just don't have and you need to have. And so she has already done that. And we need to list the items, create a list of the items that we're going to put in those 2 baskets. One of the things I must say that I was able to acquire since we last met was the purse size brochure of ADK.
Mm,
I requested, I think I got 200,
mm.
200 or 100. And most of those will go to Angelique since she's in the school and is, meeting a large number of teachers from day to day, and can post on the bulletin board, put in the care packages. Someone asked her a question about the ADA, the sorority, she could just hand them a card, could have it at faculty meetings, etc. So Angelique, remember the first batch that they sent me was a wrong batch. They sent it in Spanish.
Yes.
They quickly sent the second batch and apologized for sending the wrong
Well,
ones.
we could use them.
Okay.
I'm sure we can use them in Spanish also. So.
Yeah, so I have those for you also.
Okay.
We're gonna meet up somehow so that make sure that you could get them. And if
Question.
we were meeting in person today, my plan was each of us we're gonna take at least 10 to have in our purses so that we can also share. But I'll try to get them to you guys one way or the other. Hopefully we can meet in person next month for Thanksgiving.
Question. Is
Mhm.
anyone reaching out to non-public schools, to the charter schools and the Catholic schools and other schools for
No, no
teachers in
one has
the
started
area?
that endeavor just yet,
Mhm.
Lucille. You have a thought, an
Okay.
idea?
No, I don't. My
No, but it's
grandchildren, yeah, my grandchildren are not in public school, so I was just thinking about that as
So
a
it
possibility.
would be great. Do you pick them up from time to time or go to staff meeting or something?
I go to
PTA, I
some of their
mean.
things. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it
So
would
I
be
can
good for
take,
you to have those purse sizes with you so you could talk about this, about the
that's perfect.
sorority.
I can give it to them. Talking about it is another. You're the talker, no, and Carmela. So, but I can definitely hand them out.
Yeah, certainly. That's, talking to them is introducing, letting them know that you are a proud member of ADK
Mhm.
chapter, Maryland chapter ADA. And
Okay.
and this is what our primary role is according to our mission and vision, and to really uplift them and support them and so on and so forth, all the great things
Okay.
that we stand for.
Right. I can
Yeah.
do that.
Mhm. Okay. All righty. So that's it for this CNA. We did a reflection on it. We have new things to update. I'll take what Carmela has in the notes and add it in, okay? And resubmit it to Kathy Grantham. So I'm going to close this out right now and go back to our agenda. I know the deadline has passed, but I just want to mention to you guys the Patuxent tea for Founders Day is coming up. I think when is it, Carmela? The October
it's
13th?
at the end. No, it's at the end of. I thought it was later than that.
Okay, well
I
maybe
have
it's the
I
end
have
of
the
October.
yeah.
But Founders Day is not the end of October. I think it's somewhere in the middle. But
It's the whole
anyway,
month. It's the whole month of October.
right.
If
It's
anybody wants
celebrated in the whole month. That's
if
correct.
anybody wants to go to Hagerstown, we're going to go to Hagerstown. The 7th, I
Okay.
think it is for the Potomac district, and go to Nick's Air. It's the place where they go is really good. Has really good crab cakes, and then the other place is there's one on the Eastern Shore also. Also, what I can do is I'll pull up the information and send it to everybody if you're interested. The one,
Okay.
unfortunately, the Patuxent one has limited the number of people, and And
They're not
that-
taking anyone else. They've met the quota.
yeah, on Saturday we were rushing to give give her the check so we could get in.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, so Carmela, Renee and myself will be attending the Patuxent Tea. And we'll bring you back. We take greetings from Ada, of course, and bring you back, all the feedback and updates. One of the things that occurred at International, I don't know if Carmela, you can recall, one of the things that have been updated is the bylaws. And there are certain items in our policy and procedures that need to change or be written a certain way because of those updates. I received a very good, I don't want to call it, I probably could call it a cheat sheet with all the things crossed out and highlights of the things that we need to make sure are in our policy and procedures. I am eliciting today, or I am seeking someone to partner with me to update our policy and procedures to make it current with the changes at the international level. Any volunteers?
I can help you. I can help you, Barbara. All right.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Just so that we have two heads going to make sure that we don't miss anything. And it may not be a lot to change, but I just want it to be, because when we through with it, I then will submit it to, submit our policy and procedures to show that it's updated and complete for this year. Now I'm going to stop talking and turn it over to Angelique.
Angelique, you came in a little late, just so that you know.
Yeah.
We sold cards at the Saturday.
I was here.
Oh, you were there for that. Okay. I thought you came in after that. Okay. So I have to I'll send you the checks, all right?
That's fine.
And what I got in cash, I'll just put in a check to you.
That's fine.
Okay.
I need folks to pay dues as well, so we can send that stuff off on time this year. The last couple of years we took care of it out of the treasury. And speaking of that, we are at 36.25 as our balance.
What is it?
36.25 is the balance.
Do you mean $36.25?
No, I'm sorry, $3,625 and no cents.
Well, let me ask you this.
Cents.
What if everybody took care, like what are our dues? Like what are the ones that we're
Yeah.
paying to you locally?
So that depends. If you want me to pay your international for you, then it's 70. If you're going to pay your own international dues online, then it is 30. And then I'll just pay your state and chapter.
Well, what?
So you want us to send you $70 or
Miss
can we?
Rosil, you're already taken care of. You already sent me yours
Okay.
through Zelle.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I
good.
paid my international already also.
so
Yes, I saw yours.
yeah, because what I was thinking was that, and I don't know if the Treasury can handle it, and we'll have to. This is a discussion before I put anything out, that everybody pay the $30 to international, and can we afford to pay, since we're small? Can we afford to pay the extra $40 for state and local dues in our
Probably should have
treasury?
discussed this earlier in the summer because people have already paid.
They have.
Yes. It's the same thing happened last year as well. We had to refund money because we decided after the fact to pay people's
Right.
dues.
Okay.
I think
Let's
everybody
talk
should pay
about
their
that for a
money.
little bit. Do you mind?
Mm-mm.
About us paying chapter and state dues for members. And I probably was not in attendance when that was voted on. But where were we in terms of our treasury that made us feel that we can pay for membership dues? And how did that come about?
We did that because I want to say we were in the process of folding. And
Okay.
it was like, just pay it, everybody pay the dues. I mean, just pay everybody's dues so that we don't fold, and then we'll decide what we're gonna do later.
Okay. So where do you all think we should be at this juncture in terms of the dues, paying dues for members? And how do you feel about us continuing to do that? I see that we have a good 6 or 7 ongoing active members. And we have been participating and we have been submitting required documents to the state to show that we are, operating and we are functioning and we're not folding. So, and we just embarked on, membership drive and doing some things to increase our membership. What do you see us doing right now? Should we continue to pay dues for members, or we
No.
should notify members and let them know at this juncture, everyone will be required to pay their international, their state, and chapter dues?
Now, one thing, the total is $70, right?
Yes.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
if that's the case, I think those of us who are able should go on and pay our own state and local dues with
Yeah,
the
I agree
$70.
with that.
And anybody who has some difficulty, to reach out to Angelique. That person doesn't have to tell the whole group.
Correct.
And Angelique will take care of it. But I think the rest of us should go on and pay the $70, send it in and move forward.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, we could,
And save the money for something big that's coming up, that might be coming up.
I
I
mean,
agree.
yeah, I mean, what we could do is an incentive is bring in a member and pay the dues for them. You
Yeah,
wanna know the
well,
truth?
yeah, a new member.
We could leave it for that. We could leave it for that as an
Yes.
incentive for new members.
Exactly. I think that's a
But
good
ongoing
idea.
members need to pay their dues, because
Yes.
this
Yeah.
is how I see it. And I understand the rationale at the time when that decision was made. It's not like we have a whole lot of money.
Mhm.
And I understand the rationale, but the flip side of that to me is, in terms of human behavior, if we make it so easy for people to continue to be on paper a member, then they would feel they don't have to do anything else to be a member.
Right.
Thus, they want to participate in events, they wouldn't show up for meetings, but they're reaping the benefit, whatever that may be, of being a member because someone else paid their dues for them.
I think new members we should pay their dues for new members, anybody who is willing to join, with the understanding that this is done by the chapter the first time, and then after that, it's their responsibility. Those of us who are longtime members, pay your dues, bottom line.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree
I'm putting in the
much.
notes here, so
Yeah.
so the international goes to the online, and the state and local dues of $40 goes to Angelique.
You can send me international as well, because I can.
She could pay the entire thing for everyone if they send her the $70.
Yes.
Okay, or send, I'm putting it on the notes here, or send $70. And she will so make it easier, because we're gonna send the notes out to everybody, is Angelique, I'm putting in the notes your address, okay? Angelique, so read your address to me, so I don't have to look it up.
8410
8410
Bonny Drive.
Bonnie, what is it?
Drive.
Oh, Bonnie Drive. For some reason I thought
Bonny. That's why I spelled it.
Oh. Then why? Drive.
Everybody put that IE on there.
Yeah. District Heights.
Yep.
And what's the zip?
20747.
20747. 7, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
4-7. All right. I would since Noreen is being reinstated, I would consider her a new member. So
Mhm.
so I want to make a whatever it is, a proposal, and then you can vote on it. To vote on it. Okay. My proposal is I propose that current members uh pay their own dues, pay their own dues, and that the dues for new members will come out of the treasury for this year.
So
Okay.
Carmela, you're making a motion that we
I'm making
change
yeah.
the
Yeah, this is my
practice of for paying dues to all members pay their own dues, international, state, and chapter, and new members dues are paid for the first year by the chapter.
yeah. And
Unless there's someone who has a hardship, and they are to come to,
we will consider paying
yeah,
theirs.
right,
And we'll consider persons in hardship.
right.
So
Okay.
I
Okay.
second that.
Okay, move the
Point of clarification. Are we
yes.
doing this just for this year, or is this going to be our
Ongoing.
permanent practice?
I think that we should do it for this year
For this year.
And then
reconsider.
reevaluate?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
will do this
All
every
members pay their
year.
own
We will
due.
look at,
That's a good point.
yeah, we will look at all these chapter-based proposals that we pass. So I second the motion made by Carmela.
So we said we're just going to do it just for this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and new members dues we paid. I'm just typing it in there. Move your screen up
Sure, sorry about that.
so you can see where I'm typing, all right?
Yeah.
So you can see the motion.
Mhm.
Okay, I have all members will pay their own dues, natural, state, local, and new members' dues will be paid by the chapter for the first year. This
For 2023-2024 fiscal year.
okay,
Right.
first year, 2023, 24.
24,
I
not
see.
34.
Yeah, typo. Okay.
Yeah.
24 first year, fiscal year. Okay.
I better not be still teaching in 34.
Hey,
Okay.
you might now. Come on, you still
Okay.
young.
And new members
Jeez.
do the pay. Yes. Okay.
Angelique is telling us she's tired.
Oh, no, I'm sure she is. I don't blame you, but
Not quite, not yet. I still, still love it, but sheesh.
yeah, things are getting rough.
Everybody loves it. It just wears you out.
It does. It does.
Okay.
For
Second
no
moved by
reason.
Barbara. Okay. We
It's all
voting
the
on
extra
this?
stuff.
Okay. We'll vote on it. You can. Okay. Anybody?
Aye.
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 Anybody
Aye.
against the motion?
No.
Okay. Okay. Voted.
What happened to Noreen? Did she have to leave?
Yeah, I just looked to the side and see like she fell off.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Voted. Oh, passed. Okay.
Oops.
Okay. So I got that in there. All right. Okay. That's good. All right. So Angelique, I was going to pay my national dues online. So what's easier for you, to pay it online, or just
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do.
or just send you the check? All right, because I'm
I
gonna
need I need the chapter credit card though from you.
I don't know if I don't who knows where the hell that is.
Oh gosh. All right, I'll try to get another one.
See if,
Well,
that would be a lot
we
easier.
We
Just
can send things to you through Zelle, right? I think
Yes.
that's what I did. I
Yes,
sent
you
it, or
did.
PayPal or something. I think it was Zelle.
Zelle.
And yeah.
okay, send you the money by I can send you the money by Zelle.
Yep, because you have my phone number. So
Yeah, okay, so I can put this on here. Contact Angelique if you to pay dues by Zelle. All right. Okay.
just put my phone. You can put my phone number
Oh,
for
by Zelle.
Zelle.
Okay. Using
And do we have a date? Is there a date?
I wanted
Bob,
to send everything in by the 30th.
of this month?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, I
that
think
was my
that should.
that was my goal, but
I don't think,
Mhm.
I think you're being a little too ambitious on this one.
I
Well,
mean,
we need to
but
get
I
it in.
sent
I
out the
think it's
I
by
sent out
October. It needs to be in by October.
I
Can't pull
sent
up
out
my
the email
right now.
in early August. So I was hoping that 2 months was
Right.
enough time.
Okay, all
Right.
right, give me your phone number real quick so I can look.
202
202
439
439, okay,
2482.
2482, okay, got it in here.
Usually in cases like this, if they're postmarked by a certain time, wouldn't that be acceptable?
It
If you,
is.
yeah.
It is, but the postmark is actually January 31st. I just want to get it done and over
Oh,
with
of course,
and out of the way, seeing as though I'm the only one in the classroom.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I just
I want
didn't
to say
know.
the window opens tomorrow for me to do progress reports.
Ugh,
Wow,
Ah,
wow. Time
already,
is just
already.
moving so fast. Whew.
Oh, while you're there, this has nothing to do with what we're doing. I just thought. Monday was a holiday, Yom Kippur. Is that why?
That I don't know, but I was at jury duty, so I didn't even get to
Oh,
enjoy my day off.
okay.
oh, I'm so sorry to hear that you were on jury duty on a day off. Oh,
Oh my
horrible.
goodness.
And I was there literally the entire day till 4:30.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
uh. Did you get put on a case or not?
Well, I was supposed to. They was like, come back tomorrow at 11, or 11:30. So I'm leaving out, and I don't get text messages while I drive. 5 minutes after I leave out, I get a text saying, you're not needed. So of course I didn't get it till I get there.
Oh,
I was like, sheesh. So I took off yesterday for no reason.
that's all right. You needed the day. You
I
needed.
did need the
Yeah,
day to
that's
catch up on grading and stuff.
If nothing else, yeah, that's a shame.
It is.
That's
It is. You know, there was the one someone, I don't know who came up with this idea, but when I was in the classroom, not even in the classroom, after the classroom, I was encouraged. I was given the words or the sentence to use when I go in, so that I don't get called. And I can't remember the case. I hate for us to digress, but the question that has to do with your feelings about police officers, or if anyone in your family is a police officer.
That's the one I used.
Yeah, I respond negatively to those two.
Oh.
And so if you respond that way, then if it's a case involving a police officer, you wouldn't get put on
Oh, right.
on duty.
Well, back in the day, my son-in-law, my former son-in-law, was a police officer, and my daughter a lawyer in Prince George's County. So they didn't want me because I already had formed an opinion. So look out, I was fine.
what you got when the last time I got called up to jury duty, they pulled me up in front of I got into the selection pool for a case with 2 juveniles, and they wanted to know if anybody thought that juveniles should be tried as adults. Why I raised my hand and said yes,
Yes.
and they dismissed me
Taught
immediately.
the victim. I think I was the victim's teacher. Her name sounds familiar.
Right. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that.
But
Yes.
Angelique, the last time it didn't work, and I was there till like 4 in the afternoon. People were being sent home, and I was like 1 of 6 left. And someone looked around and said, "Oh, but you're gonna be on the jury." And I was like, "Oh, Father God, I have so many projects going on. I can't do this." And I sat there and I prayed and I prayed. Guess what?
You got off.
The case was a huge case. Some kind of homicide case. It was a huge case. And they had to get something about getting the right judge, and they couldn't get judges to do the case that day. and so they had to postpone it. The attorney for whomever the plaintiff was, requested that it be rescheduled until they get everyone, the right people to preside at the case, on the case. So
I know
so
the
I was
case.
sent home. So I was glad because that one was
No.
going to go a good 6 months. I
Oh
was
my
so glad.
God.
gosh.
Yeah, I
Oh
was so glad.
no. Oh
Yep.
no.
It's like being
Yep.
called a grand jury. Like, God, you could be going for 6 months.
Yep.
Yep.
So the next item is altruistic projects. And I know we had a lot of ideas that we threw out. And I can't pull up I can't go, I don't want to scroll back and forward to mess this up, to go back to look at the last minutes. But if, Angelique, if you're at your computer, can you look to see what some of the suggestions were that we made? And in regards to altruistic project, Rosil, are you still the chairperson for altruistic projects?
Not for projects, for
It's been
reporting.
such a long time. We haven't done anything for ages.
Okay,
And
are you willing to continue to be the chairperson for altruistic projects?
I'll work with the group, yes.
Okay, we'll work with you. You're not going to be working alone on it.
Okay. You know I'm an old lady, so you have to remember that. Okay.
Girl, stop.
Yeah, I am.
So we can say that we have done one thing this year. If you recall, when I went to the conference at Claggett in Frederick this summer, the leadership conference at Claggett, I paid $35 towards the state's altruistic project for the backpacks for the kids.
Mm.
Remember, I reported on that.
Oh.
So, and we talked about continuing to support that project. But the other projects that we did was part of, what we agreed to for our chapter. We haven't done it in a while, and we needed to follow up to see if some of those things are still projects that we want to be involved in. We didn't come to a decision as to which ones we really were going to do this time around. We talked about many and we listed many, but we didn't say we'll do this one or we'll do this too.
Now you're talking about either doing the projects or you're talking about supporting financially, because Comfort Cases is one of the big projects. And then Patuxent, I forgot the name of the church that has the community program supports. God, I can't remember the name of the program. I want to say it's Shabbat, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, another group is supporting that project also. But
Yeah,
I just wanted us to talk
okay.
more
I
about
also,
that,
yeah,
because we didn't kind of say we'll do one or two. We threw out a long list, including the ones that we did in the past. But we need to really say that we are going to do these two, so that whoever is going to kind of lead the altruistic projects and make sure that we're doing what we said we are going to do is
With
clear.
fidelity.
Exactly, with fidelity. I mean, it needs to be an ongoing thing, not a last minute somebody writes a check for something.
yeah. Well, one of the things that we should do is I'm making a motion now that ADA make a donation. Usually the chapter, how much money, Angelique, does the chapter usually make to the Patuxent, whatever Patuxent, whatever, the Patuxent Founders Day, doesn't the chapter make a donation to that, to their altruistic thing each year?
Like $30.
Okay, so why don't I propose that ADA will make a $30 donation to the Patuxent altruistic project, Patuxent District. Okay. And I have to get you, I gotta get the information, all right?
Okay,
Well, maybe we should hold off on the motion until the information comes.
yeah. So
Okay.
that's gonna have to be on our very next meeting agenda. Because we can't put it off. The year is going, soon it's going to be December.
Well, I think we can still put it up there and then, and then I just have to get, I have to contact Patrice Smith.
Mhm.
I think,
So
I think,
I'm looking at the notes right now from last time we met. And we talked about, in terms of altruistic projects, we talked about providing toiletries for school bathrooms, for teachers' lounge, but that's not altruistic. That's really
Yeah.
promoting our work, really.
I would consider that altruistic one.
Yeah, I don't know, Carmela, because
Okay.
that falls into the care packages and remember what is driving us to do that is to get membership, right?
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because if you can't put that in the
Because of
same
the expectation
category
afterwards.
of backpacks for children. That's
Yeah.
yeah, it's two different things. You can't put that in the category of eyeglass cases for the lions. It's two.
Mhm. Because with the things for the bathrooms is we're trying to build membership, we're trying to get something out of it.
Yes, yeah, correct.
I see your point.
So do we agree that we should continue to support the comfort backpacks? I think the one that Renee spoke about was one that has to do for foster care here in the county. And I don't know, I don't have any contacts now that I'm not in the school district.
I mean, Comfort Cases does distribute cases to foster children in Prince George's County, so.
The one that was the question I think Renee probably had in her mind too. Yes, we contributing to the national project that the guy spoke to us about that we already have made that contribution, and we know that ADK also supports them. But she was referencing our own foster care program here in Prince George's County and providing them with that comfort backpacks. And I don't know, Carmela, I don't have any contact. I don't know where,
I mean,
how
I can call, I mean, I have Ron's contact, the guy who's the head of that Comfort
Uh-huh.
Cases. I can contact him. He lives in Montgomery County. I can contact him and just ask him if he does, I'll make sure that if they distribute. I'm saying they distribute to Prince George's, but I want to make sure they actually do. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's primarily in Virginia because that question was asked, Carmela.
Yeah, well, he's in Maryland, this guy.
The guy who presented to us?
Oh yeah, he lives in Rockville.
Okay.
He lives in Rockville. Yeah, let me look it up real quick. I'm talking to you, I'll look it up. I mean,
the other thing we talked about, we didn't before last, and we talked about it at a summer gathering too, and that is Alzheimer's, the walk for Alzheimer's. Now, the state made their contribution already. It doesn't mean that we can't use the Alzheimer's program or the Alzheimer's support program as our altruistic project. The state contribution to that is known, and that's already been done, but we can contribute to our local Alzheimer's projects, like the walk that's coming up in October. They usually have the walk in DC, they usually have one at the National Harbor, and then some smaller cities within Prince George's County have the walks also. I have participated in the one at National Harbor, from the harbor to Alexandria, Virginia. And then participated in the big presentation, like a fair afterwards of information and speakers and music and what have you. I can find out more about that if we're interested in just doing that as a chapter.
Thank you for that.
Say that again, Rosil, I lost you. Lost you, Rosil.
Your sound is going out.
Can't hear her at all. Something went wrong with the song, but I think what she was saying, that's one thing that we can follow up. How you guys feel about that?
Yeah.
Contributing to Prince George's County Alzheimer's Walk and Project this year.
Yeah, well, when I was at the executive meeting, they were saying that people don't even have to like walk. I mean, you can just say people. I mean, don't have to like gather to walk. People can just say that they
You just
walk.
make the donation.
Well, make
So here's what I'm gonna promise to do, Rocio. I do walk every year. My family's been walking for some year now. My mom walks in New York. I used to walk in New York with her, and she also is an ambassador with a team there and mobilizes people. And I've walked here in DC and I have put together a team myself, but this is a family thing. So I get a link every year, and the link explains exactly what Carmel is saying. It asks you how much you're pledging. It asks you if you will walk, so you can pledge and not walk. You can pay and not walk. And what you get in return based on the amount of money you contribute is a t-shirt and, other things, paraphernalia you will get depending on how much you
Well,
put.
let me just interrupt you for a second. ADK, the Black Eyed Susans has its own team. So I can send that information on that if people would like to donate to the Black Eyed Susans. The Black Eyed Susans at the National Convention. We're a little state. The Black Eyed Susan came out third. Came out third.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Is that Rocio?
Yeah, she's trying.
Okay. Anyway, Black Eyed Susans came out third largest donations for a team in the United States.
Mhm.
I know. So if we make donations, I think we should make them to the Alzheimer's, and you can join the team, and you can. I have to look it up. I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah, so let me ask this question. Maybe there's something I don't know. So, every year we have to submit a report, an altruistic report on what the chapter has done in terms of altruism. Should we be piggybacking on that, opposed to showing that these are projects that we undertook for altruism and have completed?
I think it doesn't hurt.
I don't think it doesn't hurt either.
Like if we're going to donate, we can say that we donated to this particular project or this particular charity or whatever. Let's say we decide we're going to go to the Capital Area Food Bank and volunteer. We will put that on there.
Right, that would be our project. But what I was asking, isn't there a difference between what we do for the chapter that's required in our reports compared to piggybacking on someone else's altruistic project?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'm looking at the.
I mean, if we're just talking about donating, I don't think. But if you're talking about, are we going to walk?
No, not walk, but make a contribution. I'm not saying you don't have to if you don't want to. You could just make a contribution. A lot of people make a contribution but don't walk. I walk because of the meaning of it to me and my family.
Yeah,
that's why I walk. And I usually have a team of people and we wear the same t-shirt. We have something going in regards to that.
Well, I don't think it matters if we're just giving a donation.
Okay. All righty.
It doesn't matter.
I guess I was looking at from the perspective of work that we have done, that we, like we take ownership for certain things, but that's fine. We could both of them works.
Well, I can't find the information on the Black Eyed Susans. I'm not sure I might know if they're doing that. So why don't you send us information on your team, and anybody who wants to donate can donate.
Okay,
Okay. I'm
okay,
gonna put that in the notes. All right.
okay.
Okay. And then as
All
far as an
right.
altruistic project for something that we may do, something else we may do, I think we can talk about that at the next meeting. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So
Would you guys be interested in doing going to the capital area food bank?
yeah, where is the capital area food? I've gone to the Maryland Food Bank. I've done there. I've gone
The-
there. Where's the capital area food bank
See,
in DC?
bit of a drive for you.
What do you, what can talk to me about what you do? I've
Okay,
gone,
so I month and you're packing boxes with a food item. So you like assigned to, let's say, green beans, and you have cans of green beans. So they'll tell you put in 1 can of green beans in the box. The box is going on a conveyor belt, kind of like the I Love Lucy thing, but it doesn't go that fast, I promise. And so
We
whatever
lost
your
Lucille, guys. Did you see that?
yeah, she said her phone died, so I'm hoping. I mean, her computer died, so hopefully she'll come back on. But
Okay.
yeah, I go every, and all you're doing is just packing boxes with whatever food item you are assigned.
Okay.
Okay. So where, like I said, I've been to the
Puerto
Maryland.
Rico, 4900 Puerto Rico Avenue in
Where in the
DC.
hell? Where in the hell is Puerto Rico Avenue?
It's off of South Dakota.
Off of South Dakota. Oh, because I go to South Dakota when I go to Trinity. I'm trying to think where in the hell is Puerto Rico?
You would keep straight, like when you come down South Dakota, you usually make a left on what, Lawrence or something,
I'll make up to Monroe.
on Monroe. So you would keep straight.
And
Keep
then
keep straight until you get to like Buchanan or something like that.
yeah, because the streets are in alphabetical order there. So like, in alphabetical order. So like
Mhm.
they go A B C D E F G. It's like turn left on Monroe from South Dakota.
So capital area food bank, I want to say, is off of Buchanan. You would just make a left right there.
Okay.
So what I can do is I'll just send out the information when I go next month,
Mhm.
All
and
right.
if anyone wants to join, and I'll just make sure that I put that I'm, my I'll just put that it's for ADK.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see if I can go.
That's just like Catholic Charities. I volunteer once a year at Catholic Charities Distribution Center. And,
Mhm.
Similar work we do in packaging and distributing foods to small and large recipients, from individuals to organizations like churches and stuff that have their own distribution and pantries once a year. And I did a commercial for them once, and I do get some information on an ongoing basis. I'll share that in an email with you if anyone is interested.
Okay.
So what I'll start doing, because I know we may not have people who can do it, like, because you have to stand on your feet all day from 5 a.m. till about 3 in the afternoon.
Jesus.
Yes. So when I'm finished, we like go to, if I take family members with me, when we finish, we go to brunch and we just sit and eat and laugh.
So where are you
Then
saying?
we
I'm
come
putting in the
home.
notes. Where are you saying you go?
Catholic Charities Distribution Center. There's
Okay.
one here in Landover. You fill out a form and give information. They screen you and all of that, and you show up on the day that you schedule for at about 5 a.m. and you work up until like 3 in the afternoons.
Wow.
I go on a Saturday, but
That's
I started to share that to say that I will share that information if anyone is interested. I'm not recommending it as an altruistic project, but what I will do when I go is I will do it in the name of ADA. So on my form that I fill out will be, for ADA chapter of ADK Maryland. So
Okay.
then that way, when Rocio does the altruistic report, she can add that in there. And that counts for us as a chapter.
Yeah.
So as a reminder, this is a reminder to all those who do independent things. You can do those things in the name of ADA and have them documented as our outreach or altruistic project.
So it's in Landover. I guess I'm putting
It's
in
in
the notes.
Landover. I don't have the address in front of me right
Oh, that's
now.
okay. I just put in the notes. That's all.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
can follow up with more information.
Yeah, and I've like I haven't gone since before COVID. Before COVID, I was working. I was putting time in at the Maryland Food Bank, and that's in Crownsville, where
Okay.
the old Crownsville Hospital is.
Okay. So those things, we just need to remind members when we carry out those kinds of activities, when we do those kinds of things, to consider doing it in the name of ADA.
Yeah, we got. The only thing is, I would like to go back to the fact that ADA make a $30 contribution to Patuxent District Altruistic Project, because by the time we meet, I think it'll be too late to send them a check. That's why.
So
All right.
you're making a motion for us to do that?
Angelique had said.
Second.
Angelique, does anybody second that or?
I
Yeah, I
second.
second it.
Okay, so I'll put down that it passed. And Angelique, I'll find out. I guess you can. I'll find out from Patrice Smith where to send the check. All right.
Okay.
Patrice.
Scholarships and grants and awards, Angelique.
Okay, so I spoke with the two new teachers in hallway, brand new to teaching, like not just brand new
You're breaking up,
to
Angelique.
school, but like fresh out.
Can't hear you, Angelique. You're breaking up.
And ask them, sorry, my
Lost you completely, Angelique.
I asked them what kind of things they wanted for their classroom, and so told them to make me a list. And so
Right.
one person has already sent me something. I don't know if she texted it to me or I don't know. I guess I got bad reception right here, but my phone was dying. I had to plug it up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now. Yeah, so that was a
there.
project to
Can you
support
hear
the
me now?
teachers.
Yes.
But
Yes.
the scholarship program, remember the classroom grants? Teacher
Can you hear
classroom
me?
grants, all those
Well,
things
wait.
have
Yes.
deadlines.
Angelique, we can hear you now. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Can you hear me?
So I think maybe I'm getting these things confused.
Yeah.
Yes.
The class, remember the scholarship flyer that I sent you? The flyers for the different and the information on the different scholarships that we have right now.
The classroom.
STEM bit a deadline coming up in October, I believe, is
the
classroom grant.
The classroom grant, I think, is due Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
And they decided at the executive meeting that they're going to change the date for next year. That is too soon.
It's too soon. Teachers.
Yeah, like as soon as we get back.
Yeah. Well, let me just say this to you, Angelique. I don't know if you can get it in. There's only 3 people in the state who put them in, so you may have a chance to get it if you have time.
Yeah, you may, and your teacher may have a chance to get it, because that's exactly what happened last year with the lady from James Madison. It was last minute.
But there's another scholarship for non ADK members.
There are 3. I don't have it in front of me. Hold on a second, please.
I know
Hold
Angela
on.
gets,
I
I mean,
think
it's
I
at the
have it.
last
Hold
minute,
on.
but I'm just telling you that this like don't say this to other people, but I know from the executive meeting that they said there were only 3 people who was only received as of Friday, there were only 3 people that they received the applications from. Not to say there will not be more, okay?
Mhm.
There will be more, you know, by the close, but as of Friday, there were only 3 people that they received the application for.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about the music. I'm standing in the hallway of the bathroom so I could get reception.
Oh God.
No worries. Angelique,
Mm-hmm.
if you can't put your hand on the scholarships, the flyer, I'm gonna forward that to you because there's
Okay.
one, remember, there's one that has the narrative on explaining each one. And then there is just like a picturesque flyer for each of them that I sent in an email. I could forward those back to you
Please.
so that you can talk to the teachers. I personally have no contact with anyone in the classroom right now.
Okay.
There's
That's
one,
not a problem.
yeah, there is one person that reached out to me just this weekend. That's now at William Wirt, checking to see what I was doing since retirement. I am going to reach out to her and share information with her too. She's a chairperson and she may have a teacher or two that can apply. And if we have any questions, remember there were 2 guests that we had at the summer gathering, Kay and no, Kathy and Janet. Well, Janet is the go-to person to answer any questions regarding the scholarships.
Okay.
Okay, scholarship and classroom grants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you Janet's email. Okay?
Janet Burton.
So yeah, Janet Burton. Yeah, I'll send you Janet's email. Let me do that right. Okay, where are we, Carmela?
Well, Founders Day, we've talked about it already. I'll fill in the information here.
Oops.
Okay.
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 So Founders Day, we don't have anything that we've planned for Founders Day, but certainly there are a lot of things going on in the
Yeah, we
state.
are. We're going to do the
No, I mean, we are going to the T,
yeah,
but we
but
don't have anything. It would have been nice. We could do it in October. We can plan to put something on our agenda for Founders Day. I mean, I look to see what other chapters are doing so that I can, add something to our agenda regarding Founders Day. Yeah, but I just put it on there because I know we're supposed to talk about it.
let me see. Here it is. I'm gonna move the motion, the altruistic project. Let's see. So Founders Day, if I can find the information, I'll just send it out to anybody who wants to join. And if you want to join any of the other ones, unfortunately, the Patuxent one is limited to 30
Closed.
to 38, and they sold it out.
Yeah, that one's closed. We can't. So, we can, but just remember, and if I come up with some ideas and I learn some things from other state chapters and international that we can do at our meeting for Founders Day, I will make sure that that's added to our agenda. Okay.
Yeah.
For October.
Okay. We'll just here. Okay. Plan on
having a Founders Day topic on our
yeah.
next agenda. We don't have any event, but we can at least talk about some things related to that.
Celebrate Founders Day. I'm just gonna put down here. Celebrate Founders Day at October meeting.
Correct. Because I think it's important. Let me just share this, why it's important for us to be transparent and stay on top of things in terms of our meeting agenda and minutes and notes, because it has to be submitted to the state.
Well, not only that, it should be transparent to everybody, whether you're here at the meeting or not, so they can look at it.
Exactly, so everyone's clear.
Yeah,
And they can go back and see. So I don't want us to not have a discussion about Founders Day.
okay. There's stuff on the website you can do.
Yeah, there are ideas, other ideas of things. And that's why I said maybe an informational kind of session on Founders Day.
Okay.
Okay, and I think that brings us pretty much to the end of the things that we must or we needed to discuss. And is there any old business, anything you'd like to recommend for the the last Wednesday in October, which is October 25th, our next
Well,
meeting?
here's my question is that I don't know exactly, we can talk to Karen, because Karen says she can't go to any Wednesday meeting. So we can even bring this up at the next meeting if we want to change the date to another day, just to make it accommodating so she can come to the meetings. So I'm not going to say what date. We can just send out a survey and just say if there's did you send out a survey before? Was this the day that was the best
No,
day?
everyone agreed. We looked at our calendars and everyone agreed in a meeting that the last Wednesday was the best Wednesday for everyone,
All right.
including Noreen, including Renee.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So well, these are recorded, so we'll send the recording out to everybody. All right.
Mhm.
The meeting. The scholarship stuff, there's some stuff coming up, so we need to send that out also. So
And there's also a scholarship for
for
our fellow
non-members,
sisters, for members of ADK, and there's a criteria that must be met in terms of your accomplishments, etc. Something that you're doing, for example, even if you retired, you may be going to some kind of conference or workshop or gardening club or craft, whatever that
or PD that you need to take.
that costs, or any kind of professional development. Well, I don't want to say professional development if you retired, but
What, it doesn't have to be professional development.
yeah, workshops and
I gotta find
other
that
things
information.
that has a fee attached to it. If you meet a certain criteria, you can get a grant from ADK. So we need to think about that in terms of our sisters. We need to think about, for me, I'm doing webinars and conferences a lot because of what I do now. And I usually pay my money. I mean, it's not always, sometimes, I wish I didn't have to pay it because I live on a fixed income now. But I don't have anything coming up in the very near future until the new year to apply for that grant. So if anyone else has some things, Carmela, I know you always doing training, Rocio, I don't know, you may be doing something.
Well, hi guys. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I'm driving still, but I wanted to apply because there's a conference in March that I would like to go to.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Renee.
Hi.
We missed you.
I know. I somehow
That's
or
okay.
another.
I understand. You don't have to explain. I understand.
Yeah, and I'm in serious traffic because there was a motorcycle accident on 95 South, heading into in Virginia, but everything's backed up.
Okay.
So I'm trying to go the back way to get her to class by 7. And we might just make it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I can talk. I can listen and talk because I got the phone right here in my lap. So
no worries. Just pay attention.
Yeah.
Well, we towards the end of the agenda actually. And Carmela's been doing an awesome job capturing our notes.
Okay, I'll make sure to read through them.
Yes, please. Thank you. Any old business?
can't think of anything.
Okay. Carmela?
No, I'm just
I
gonna
know
go
you're
ahead.
editing. I'm sorry to
No,
interrupt.
you're fine. I'm just I'm making sure that what I put in. Oh, it is okay. I want to make sure I wasn't typing in the wrong month.
No, no, you're good.
Oh,
No, you're good.
I do have a question about that scholarship for the conference.
Uh-huh.
Is it due October 15th?
I think it's due
Yes.
October 15th.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'll be
That-
sure to get it in.
That's
Okay.
the regional one. So
Yeah.
Okay, is there another one?
I'll pull the information and send it to you.
send it out to everybody.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'll resend. Yeah, okay. I'll send.
Because I'm gonna put it.
No,
Barbara's
I'm
gonna
going
send
this
out the
way. That's where the traffic is backed up, sweetheart. That's where the
Mhm.
accident is. Okay.
Where are you? Where are you? I mean,
I'm in
in the Beltway.
the accident is on the Beltway. So I'm in Virginia, but I can't get on the Beltway.
Oh, because
Oh.
of the accident. You're on the bailout route.
Yeah.
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 So Renee,
Mhm.
I know you always have great thoughts for us. And
And the funny thing about it was I had one that I wanted to share, but I left it at home.
that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I was going to ask you to share it to wrap us up. Wrap us up with the thought for today.
Yeah. I would love to because I found it the other day and I said, oh, this would be perfect. I tell you what I'll do. I will post it
Awesome. Awesome.
in the meeting notes. Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. 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 So at this juncture, I just want to really say to everyone again, thank you for joining. I know we always are challenged with the technology and different things, but I appreciate that. And I wish we had an opportunity to meet in person. It is my hope that we can do so start next month. Keep in mind that there is a fee. So when I canceled out, I lost that fee for the booking the room. So
Okay.
How much is the fee? I can refund you out the
the
treasury.
fee was, I think the fee was 35.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that Angelique, to see if we could do that. That'd be really good because it was our intent to have the meeting, and I
Yeah.
don't think that she should bear the expense of that.
One last question. Thanks for that, Renee. One last question, Angelique. So how would I heard you mention something about a credit card earlier. How would we move forward in booking the room every month for them, or when we plan to meet in person? How are we going to move forward with doing that?
What do you mean?
So
Well,
there's a cost for the room, for the conference, a minimal cost of $35.
Is
Okay.
there any way that they can bill us, and Angelique can write a check to cover it?
I don't know. I'll have to ask.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
I
would
don't
be
know.
one way.
Yeah, I'll have to ask.
If they can bill us, then she could just write a check out of our account to pay
Okay.
for it. And it's possible maybe we look at several dates and then go on and pay for it, and that will make us more diligent about being there if we know
Yeah.
that it's paid for. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that will work. So we need to make a note of
How
that.
did you make the payment?
I used my credit card.
Okay. You went up there and did it?
No, did it online.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna go to PNC and see if I can request another one, but I don't know if I need Carmela there or not.
okay. I hope not. Yeah, you should. I mean, you should be able to say that the credit card's been lost, and you need to get another one for the account.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, will they need signatures for that too, Carmela?
I don't know.
So just find out about it and.
When- Or you don't need a.
Oh, you're fading out. You're fading out like you're
You
okay.
just say the last one is closed, was lost.
6:47.
We gotta okay. All right, guys. I think we gotta
Sorry.
call this meeting.
Yeah,
All
because
right,
everyone's getting connection problems at this time. So you notice that I have in the agenda. You wanna scroll down?
You have to scroll down on the screen.
Okay, oops, sorry. Okay, so I have the lamp of Alpha Delta Kappa.
Okay, well, let's see. If you want to play that, I'll play it from YouTube. Look.
Okay, you
Oh,
could play. We could say it. We could all say it. It's right here on the screen. Okay, together
This is the
to
sister
Alpha Delta Kappa, we pledge our loyalty
loyalty.
to sisters who are always
Always
true,
true.
will ever faithful be. The sacred lamp of learning upon our altar
All
stands.
stands. Its
Its
radiant
radiant glow will here bestow
a
a
light
light
of
to all
the
the
land.
lands.
Yeah, yeah. Zoom doesn't allow us to speak
Yeah.
together. So
I know.
okay.
But we did it. We did
Okay.
it. Thanks again, guys.
Okay.
And I will follow up with the items I said I will for Angelique and Renee, the member scholarship information.
Thank you. I
Okay?
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
All righty, guys. You have a wonderful
It was
evening.
good seeing. It was good seeing you guys on Saturday. It was
Yeah,
fun.
it was good to fellowship. Like I started the meeting by saying, Renee, it is my hope and goal that we really do meet in person because it means something to the sisterhood. The human connection is truly good food for the soul. And if as often as we can do that, I think we should.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night and take care.
Okay. All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Go. Oh, I thought the meeting started at 6:30.
You got the wrong time.
Yeah.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. Let me stop the recording here. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me stop the recording. Hey, don't go away. I'm gonna stop the recording.
Okay.
Yeah.